Hi, welcome along to Arsenal Fan TV. We've got European football expert Andy Brassell here, who's giving us a rundown on players that get linked to Arsenal. Now, this is a guy that gets linked to Arsenal time after time after time, and it's good to have you here because I know that in particular you're an expert on Portuguese football. William Carvalho. You know, Coquelin now actually has he's been so good that the talk of Carvalho has sort of simmered down a bit. But Carvalho, how good is this guy? I mean, would he be perfect for Arsenal?
Well, I think he fits a specific need. That's why he keeps getting linked. And Coquelin is, you know, the ultimate stroke of luck, really, because of course they were going to bin him a little more than a year ago. They were just going to let his contract run down, and no one would have mourned him, really, would they? At the time, it's something that's absolutely come from the blue. And but what it should be seen as is bought Wenger a bit of time. I think already, in the last 12 months, how reliant they've become on Coquelin is a little bit worrying. And I think you need to have the option of playing someone next to him in the biggest away games as well. I think you need that extra string to your bow. What's interesting about William Carvalho this season is the shape that Sporting, his club, have played in has changed a little bit because Jorge Jesus has come in, he's really ultra-attacking manager, and so he's played in 4-4-2 a little bit as well. So that he's used to playing in a couple of different midfield shapes has really helped him. I think the fact that he didn't leave Sporting after the 2014 World Cup has helped him because he looked really overwhelmed at the World Cup. I was with Portugal there, and he just looked a little bit nervous, which you never really expected of him because he's such a mature player. He's improved on the ball, which I think is hugely important for Arsenal. I mean, another name we always see linked is Gregor Krychowiak of Sevilla. I have my doubts over whether he's quite good enough on the ball for Arsenal personally, even though he's an excellent player. Whereas William Carvalho is outstanding in the Euro under-21s as well. He's got that toughness. That's not a problem. He can fill in at centre-back in emergencies, which is an added little string to his bow. And I just think he's grown so much in the last year and a half. His quality was evident anyway, and he was being linked to every top Premier League club under the sun, Manchester United as well. But I just think that extra little bit of time, which you don't often get in the modern game, because as soon as a player's of value, everyone wants to make money off him. The selling club, the agent, so they don't really get the time to develop and mature quite as they would. And he has had that time.
And, we continually get linked with him. Do you think then he will be a good fit for Arsenal?
I think he would, and I think you look at his age, and he's a player you can build around for the next 7, 8, 9, 10 years. I think that's very important. He's a lot more ready, and I think we know how long Arsene Wenger watches people for, and they'll get to a point where they're getting ready to sell him.
What sort of money would he be?
Well, his buyout clause is 45 million euros, and I think
that?
You'd be paying the thick end of it. I think by modern prices, it's not that far off. I think there's a feeling that Sporting would take a little bit less, so maybe you could get a deal done for like 28, 30 million pounds, which, as I say, he's an investment. He's a legacy for the team for some sort of length of time. He's not a guy who you're looking for just like an impact over like 1-2 years. He's someone who you can build around and rely on at the very top of competition, and he'll be ready for it.
Okay, so there you hear it, William Carvalho. I hope Arsene Wenger's watching this. He sounds like he'd be the perfect fit. Let's go out and get him. What do you guys think? Leave it in the comments below. Don't forget the special show that we're doing on the Ball Street channel. I'll leave the link below where we're going to be talking tactical analysis. Make sure you check it out. Believable that on the tour you get to go beyond the scenes and get to go to these type of places. Just imagine these press conferences. Good performance by the guys today. What did you make of the performance then?
Yes, overall I thought the team played very well. We deserved the win. There was good movement, and I liked the way that we scored the first goal, and the intensity of the team was very good.